As you are learning more and more about being spiritual, and you find yourself vibrating higher, and being spiritual can also mean something such as organics, for example. Things that are of a higher vibration. You know the truth, you see the truth, you know you shouldn't be putting chemicals in your body, you want to support natural growers, you want to support people who are doing good things for the planet, you want to be part of raising the vibration and making everything a higher frequency. However, when you have this truth and you go into groups of people who don't have this truth or who are not vibrating at that level, you have a choice. Either be yourself and maybe seem like you're arrogant or that you think you're better than them, or they judge you as a freak or someone who's somehow some sort of an outsider to their situation. The thing is that your spiritual calling is going to make you be set aside. You're going to be different. You're going to feel different. And you just have to remember that you're not alone in this situation. You might go into this room and you're judged from all sides, but you have to remember that you're here, you're vibrating higher, you're on a spiritual mission. You're not on a manly, woman, human mission, really. You are in that room and you feel like you're alone. But if you check in with spirit, you see that there are many angels, there's many spiritual energies, and you check in with that and you say, how can I vibrate higher here? What can I do here that is of my highest and best potential? And if you want other, human friends to be brought to you, tell spirit, look, I need someone to help me to validate this that I'm learning, to be part of this. I need to find organics. I need to find a spiritual community. I need to, be that. But oftentimes we're sent to places where we are the lighthouse. We are the light keepers. And for most of us, when we're in the mundane world and, we're just kind of plodding along, it's really hard to maintain a focus on our spiritual beliefs, our convictions in, say, how you want to raise your children, how you want to interact with people, what you do to vibrate higher, what you put into your body. To live your total belief system is hard when everyone around you is kind of judging you for that. And you get in that spiritual center and you're feeling good about yourself and you're vibrating high, and then someone might walk into your space or call you up or somehow interact with you, whether it be on the internet or however, and they have a certain image of who you are. They need you to be a certain way. Maybe they've known you forever and they see you as a certain way. They see that you're doing something that's vibrating higher and they want to take you down to their level so that they feel better about themselves. And sometimes you buy into this image of who they need you to be. So you alter yourself, and often mother-daughters do this, really close friends do this, but we even do it with strangers, where we somehow alter ourselves so that they feel better about who they are. Now, I've seen folks get in relationships for decades, I've been in relationships myself where I have altered who I am, thinking that it would please that person and they might be more comfortable with me. Turns out that didn't really happen. You have to find a way to be 100% true to who you are in every situation. Even if everyone turns from you, no one speaks to you, you have to trust that you're given your bliss, you're given what feels good to you, because that is what tells you what you're here to do. You're here on a mission. You're here on something that vibrates higher. And when you feel like an alien in this world, you're walking around and you see, how people are, and sometimes in the malls or the streets, or you go to different cities, you go on the freeways, or for me, I used to think that I just landed on the wrong planet, I took the wrong bus because it didn't seem like I belonged here. But then you begin to realize that if you are just the example of how to live, to vibrate higher, and if you can hold on to that's kind of what you came here to do. You're holding a frequency. You are teaching your children that frequency. You have a spiritual connection. You have a connection to Mother Earth. You are doing the right thing. And though it feels like you're only a teaspoon of water to fill up the Grand Canyon, you came here for a reason, and you have to just validate yourself a lot of times and know that what you're doing is wonderful, no matter how many times that people, put you down. You have to be able to say, you know what, I'm releasing, I'm letting go, I have a different vibration going on, and you find a way to create a clearing for you to be who you need to be, to grow and to learn and to vibrate even higher, and to be at more peace with yourself, and to be content in that, and try not to be frustrated with how this mundane world here on earth is. Once you are eating organics all the time, or you have a garden, you have a connection with spirit, you have a spiritual life every day, all day, and you go into that other world where people don't believe that or live in a sacred way at all. They're still gossipy, they're still catty, they're still, you're like, I didn't even know people were still like this, and all you can do is speak your truth, be your truth, and in certain situations say, you know your truth, I know my truth, and keep walking that and living that no matter how much you're persecuted. And to try not to get sucked into their version of who you are, and never buy into the image that someone else has of you. Create a way for you to be that person that you know yourself to be. And it's really hard, for us to do, but you find that even though when you do that, you're kind of in the void, you end up finding those people who vibrate higher where you're at, because they really are everywhere. And if you can't find them, you just have to, ask your angels, look, bring me some higher vibrating people. Bring me people who eat whole foods. Bring me people who believe similar to what I believe. Bring me healthy people to my family, to me, to my kids, and be in constant connection with spirit and to co-create this. But never, ever buy into someone else's image of who you are, even if you are lonely, or you want other people to interact with. And with the internet, too, it's like, you can always connect with someone who vibrates where you are. And I know it can be very lonely here in Earth life, and it can feel very stifling and mundane and frustrating, especially to those of us who, such as me, remember what it's like to not live here. I know that sounds out there, but I find Earth life to be frustrating because it's so dense. We're poisoning the Earth. We got toxins. We got radiation. We're lying about disease. We're lying about war. It's despicable and horrific here, really, in many ways. But those of us who came here to help raise the frequency, we are the keepers of the light, and we have to keep doing that in every single situation. Whether it be, people gossiping, whether it be people poisoning the earth, no matter how bad it is, and you feel so helpless, you just pray and ask angels and your guides and Mother Goddess, Great Spirit, to show you what to do to be your highest potential, what you can do to help Mother Earth to raise the vibration and raise the frequency, and be kind to yourself and gentle with yourself. Goddess bless you.